Picture this. Your top rep just spent 3 hours researching an account, built a perfect pitch, and sent it to the decision maker. And it goes nowhere. Why? Because that decision maker left the company 2 months ago. Here's what most sales leaders don't realize. You're not losing deals because of bad pricing or weak features. You're losing deals because of bad data. And here's the kicker. Most B2B purchases involve 6 to 10 people. But if your CRM only shows one contact, you're not just missing opportunities, you're flying completely blind. Today, I'm breaking down data enrichment, the strategy that turns your half-empty CRM into a complete, accurate intelligence system that actually drives revenue. And before we wrap, I'll show you the 10-minute enrichment workflow top teams use every morning to spot deals, save time, and avoid chasing dead accounts. Let's dive in. First off, what is data enrichment, and why do you actually need it? If you're a sales leader, a RevOps pro, or a marketer trying to hit aggressive targets, this is for you. Because here's the problem most teams are dealing with right now. Your CRM is filled with records that look like this. Name John, company Acme Corp, email blank, phone blank, title outdated. You can't email him, you can't call him, and you have no idea if he's even still there. That's where data enrichment comes in. The enrichment is the process of taking your incomplete, outdated records and automatically filling them with accurate, up-to-date information from verified sources. And here's what it does for you. It fills in missing emails, phone numbers, and job titles. It corrects that outdated information because people change jobs constantly. It adds context, like what technologies they use, how big their company is, and whether they're actually in market right now. And here's the big one. Builds a 360-degree view of the entire account. Imagine you're about to jump on a discovery call. Instead of scrambling through LinkedIn, trying to figure out who this person reports to, data enrichment has already mapped out the org chart, identified the buying committee, and flagged who has budget authority. That's the power of enriched data. Now here's where it gets interesting. Let me ask you a question. How much time did your reps waste last week chasing dead leads? Because here's what under-enriched data actually costs you. Cost number 1, your reps are doing data entry instead of selling. When your CRM is missing basic information, reps spend hours manually hunting for emails, researching those job titles, and piecing together org charts. That's not selling, that's data entry. Cost number 2, you're reaching out to the wrong people. Let's say you finally get a contact, you craft the perfect email, you hit send, and it bounces. Or worse, it goes to someone else who left the company very, very long ago. Here's the truth. People change roles constantly. They get promoted, they switch companies, they retire. If your data doesn't reflect those changes, your outreach is hitting the wrong target every single time. Third, you only see one contact, not the buying committee. This is the big one. Most B2B deals involve 6 to 10 stakeholders. There's the technical buyer, the economic buyer, the end user, the legal team, procurement, you name it. But your CRM only shows one contact. So you pitch one person, and when the deal stalls, you have no idea why. You don't know who the blockers are, you don't know who the champions are, you're stuck. Cost number 4, your segmentation and targeting fall apart. When your data is incomplete, your segmentation gets sloppy. You can't target by role, you can't prioritize by buying intent, you can't personalize by industry or tech stack. So your messaging becomes generic, and generic messaging doesn't convert. The result, lower sales engagement, slower sales cycles, fewer closed deals. But here's the good news. When your data is enriched, everything changes. You're not guessing anymore. You're operating with complete real-time intelligence on every account and every contact. And here's what that looks like in practice. The first benefit is complete profiles every time. Every contact in your CRM has a verified email, something you can dial, a job title, reporting structure, and company details. No more blanks, no more outdated information. Number 2, real-time alerts when things change. Let's say your champion at Big Corp LLC just got promoted, or the company just raised a $50 million Series B in funding. Or even further, they hired a new VP of sales. With enriched data, you get alerts the moment these trigger events happen. You can reach out at exactly the right time with exactly the right message. The third benefit is full buying committee visibility. Instead of one contact, you see the entire org chart. You know who the decision makers are, who the influencers are, who the blockers are, and you can tailor your outreach to each role. The CFO gets an ROI-focused pitch, the technical buyer gets a demo, the end user gets a use case story. Different messages for different people. That's how modern business-to-business sales works. Benefit number 4 is smarter segmentation and lead scoring. With accurate fields, you can finally build segments that actually make sense. Target by industry, by company size, by tech stack, buying intent. Your campaigns get sharper and your conversion rates go up. The last benefit is that sales and marketing finally align, what we all want. When both teams work from the same enriched data, the handoff friction disappears. Marketing knows exactly who's in market, sales knows exactly what content prospects have engaged with, no more contradictory messaging, no more leads slipping through the cracks. And now let me show you exactly how the enrichment process works. That workflow I mentioned in the beginning, this is it. The 10-minute enrichment pass that flags job changes, new stakeholders, and fresh buying signals before your reps even log into your email. The enrichment process is 5 steps, and the best platforms automate all of them. The first step is data collection. Your CRM already has first-party data. Your form fills, email opens, product usage, things like support tickets. That is your starting point. Step 2 is your data matching. The internal records get matched against third-party sources, public filings, job boards, news alerts, things like verified databases. The platform confirms a high-confidence match before anything gets added. This step ensures accuracy. From there, we can work on data appending. Once the match is confirmed, missing fields get filled in automatically. Again, things like job titles, those phone numbers, email addresses, any firmographic or technographic information. All of it flows into your CRM with zero manual work. And step 4 is data validation. The platform runs validation protocols to eliminate duplicates, fix inconsistencies, and ensure high deliverability. Bad data gets cleaned up before your reps even see it. Finally, step 5, those real-time updates. Here's where most solutions fall short. They enrich your data once and then it goes stale again. The best platforms continuously update your records in real time. Job changes, things like funding rounds, leadership shifts, new hires, you get alert the moment something changes. And that brings us to the most important use case for data enrichment, building complete buying committees. Let me paint you a picture. You've got a great lead. Her name's Sarah. Again, she works at Big Corp. She's an analyst. The account fits your ICP perfectly, but Sarah doesn't have buying authority. She's entry level. Most reps would disqualify this lead and move on. But here's what top performing teams do instead. First, they identify the full buying committee. Since Big Corp fits your ICP, you don't discard Sarah, you use her as an entry point. Your enrichment platform analyzes the org chart and automatically identifies the VP of operations, the economic buyer, the director of IT, the technical buyer, the procurement manager, the gatekeeper, and the CFO, final approval. All of these profiles get added to your CRM automatically with full contact details and role context. So now instead of one low authority contact, you've got the entire buying committee mapped out. From there, we can personalize that outreach by role. And here's where it gets powerful. You send Sarah a piece of educational content that helps her make the case internally. You send the VP of operations a business case showing the return on investment. You send the director of IT a technical overview and integration details. And then you send the procurement manager a comparison chart and pricing transparency. Same account, 4 different messages, all personalized, all relevant. That is how you engage a buying committee. Move number 3 is to keep the data fresh. Let's say the VP of operations leaves 3 months into your sales cycle. With real-time enrichment, you get an alert immediately. The platform automatically updates the record and identifies the replacement. You can reach out to the new VP before your competitor even knows there's been a change. You stay ahead of the deal, you maintain momentum, and here's the part people miss most often. This all happens automatically. No research, no guesswork, just complete, accurate, up-to-date intelligence. Now let me show you what this looks like in the real world with one of our customers. Sendoso is a fast-growing company. They had records flowing in from web forms, Marketo, and list imports. Their CRM was a mess. They had incomplete records, duplicates, outdated contacts. Sales reps were spending hours a week doing the manual entry and research just to figure out who to call. So they implemented ZoomInfo's data enrichment. And here's what happened. 70% reduction in inaccurate data, 1,100 plus hours saved in manual enrichment efforts, 10% increase in access to ICP contacts, and the big one, 4.9 million in new pipeline generated in just 2 quarters. Their reps stopped doing data entry and started having conversations. They targeted smarter, moved faster, and closed more deals. That's the power of enriched data. And here's the bottom line. If your CRM is filled with incomplete records, outdated contacts, and fragmented account views, you're losing deals before your reps even get on the phone. Data enrichment fixes that. It gives you the complete contact profiles, real-time updates, full buying committee visibility, smarter segmentation, and true sales and marketing alignment. Your reps spend less time hunting for information and more time doing what they're supposed to do, close deals. And in today's competitive B2B landscape, that's not a nice to have, it's a must have. So here's my challenge to you. Look at your CRM right now. How many records are missing based on basic information? How many contacts are outdated? How many accounts only show one person when there should be 10, 20, 30 contacts? Learn how you can activate complete buying committee insight and turn your CRM into a high-performance revenue engine. As always, thanks for watching. Drop a comment below with the biggest data challenge your team is facing right now, and don't forget to like and subscribe.